Hi! Today we're going to be going over 5 tips to help you assess the validity of information online. Tip 1. If a source looks professional and has interesting information, great! Check the date of the article. If it's more than a year old, there's probably updated information out there. An article from 2006 will likely not have the most recent and reliable information now in 2017. Tip number 2. If you spot any spelling or grammar errors, the article is suspect. 1 error might be a typo. 2 errors mean somebody didn't bother hitting the spell check button, which is highly unprofessional. This is a blaring alarm that your article is fake or false information or just someone's opinion and not fact. Tip 3. Does the information with cited sources actually go anywhere? If you type the title of the cited source into Google, does it show up? Fake sites often count on people being lazy in verifying their information. Just because you see a valid link doesn't mean it actually exists or is a valid source. Speaking of cited sources, let's talk about wikis for a moment. Wikis are a bad source of direct information because anyone and their mother can edit them. Wikis with cited sources may be a good place to find names of direct sources to look into, but you should never take wikis at face value, no matter how awesome Wikipedia is. Yay! Tip number 4. Follow the money. There's 2 aspects to this tip that bring information's validity into question. The first is, are they selling something? And the other is, who paid for the information? If an article is paid for by a political party, that article is likely to be skewed no matter which party it is. If an article by valid doctors and researchers talks about a study on pesticides, for example, and declares them safe, but that same study is paid for by the company that manufactures those pesticides, there may be a bias there. Tip 5. Numbers matter. If a study seems valid and meets all the other criteria, be sure to look closely at the numbers involved. If a study says only 20% of subjects hated mayonnaise, therefore 20% of all people hate mayonnaise, but the study only consisted of 5 people, it's not really a worthwhile study. Usually, the more subjects studied, the better. Thank you for joining me today for these 5 tips on assessing the validity of your information online. May your citations be simple and accurate. Good luck!